government priorities of strengthening and building up prisons and police services. The duo were appointed to their new assignments on the 28th of February this year. Marathe was Botswana Prison Services, while Remokento was her deputy.
Being among the few senior public officers who were appointed, promoted and transferred over a week ago, Ms. Dinah Marathe and Mr. Anthony Mokento have now been officially admitted into their respective offices by President Masisi.
Yes, I'm very happy to do it because my appointment was genuinely vitalize the organizations and perform at a level they have never seen in their lives. Yes, all right. I have full confidence in them. And even in the advisement they shared. Yes, so I expect nothing but change.
Ms. Dinah Marathe is a woman of many firsts with an illustrious career to write home about and honorary badges in her name amassed during her over 3 decades-long tenure at the police service from 1983. She was appointed the first female prisons commissioner in 2021, but now expands her portfolio to being the woman at the helm of the Botswana Police Service as commissioner.
I'm not moving into this new territory alone. I'm moving into this new space with members of the Botswana Police Service, members of the prison service, and the general public. And I remain very humble and prepared to serve to the best of my abilities and ask the good Lord to continue to guide me and give wisdom that I will need in abundance. And I believe that all is well with me. I thank His Excellency the President for having the trust in my abilities to serve this nation.
Promoted to the rank of Commissioner of Botswana Prison Service, Mokento takes over from Marathe, whose impressive achievements he praised. He is both distinguished and is hell-bent on contributing to a progressive prison service.
I'm taking over the prison service at a time when my predecessor, Marathe, had really put very good frameworks within which to operate and move with less difficulties, and we now have to go back to the drawing board, sit down and draw our plans and move on. We assure Botswana that we will continue where Marathe has left and aspire to go even higher.
Botswana Police and Prisons Service are an integral part of the criminal justice system, important in the sustainability of peace and security in the country. Utsidile Ongabetsi, BTV News, Gaborone.
Meanwhile, the current sitting youngest member of parliament for Mahalape East, Rayan Daniboko, has resigned from parliament and active politics with immediate effect. Reboko made the announcement in parliament yesterday, citing personal reasons for the decision. Reboko became Mahalape East legislator in the 2019 elections under the umbrella for democratic change as the opposition member of parliament, as the first opposition member of parliament in 53 years elected in that constituency. Now, Botswana Police Service is on track to introduce the use of drones along borders to fight escalating cross-border crime. The Minister for Justice, Defence and Security cited these reasons.
Mapoka is one of the few villages in 30 West constituency that is a stone's throw from the Botswana-Zimbabwe boundary, and therefore cross-border crimes like car theft, smuggling of goods remains a major concern for the community.
Ikenehita ba moroka inele selolo sa crime ya meno gona ne o tsedi khomo di le 32 tsa betsa khona go ela Botswana mme ka go thoka lesego mongami di ne tsa bulawa go le kwa go somarelwa e di khomo tse di teng ka gore tsele ne re se re di tholo di ka tswa le mogare mme kana rutiletse ka kwa di thoka mogare. monga America rana le sello sa dikoloi tse ne di utswa bosego le motshegare mme monga me ke batho re ke go lebogetsa tsieno ke leboge bana ba gago ina re o sena go lemoga semo seo o no ema ka dinao wa isa bana ba gago ko lining ka kwa since ba nna gone kwa 9 months ha go ise go utswe koloi
drone di a goroga ke dio dingwe tse leng gore di a go re thusa gore re patrole ka tsone di re thuse go nna le ba ba mo grounding go nna le tse di leng mo phegong ka gore tsone di boeo di tsa dinepe be di romela be re kgona gore re responde gore ha ile gore mongwe o tlola ka dikgomo tsa gago re kgone gore re responde ka bohego re go attenda re tshwaragane maphata a rona a itshireletso otlhe a ke ba se sole a ke ba se podisi a ka re bona nako le nako ha re le mo tirong re na le brigadier ha a lebeletse kgaolo e ka kwano.
Minister Mmusi says a safe country is a beacon of hope for its people and investors. Therefore, 28 police stations will be constructed this coming financial year, the Northeast District included.
So re mo projecting ya go aga di police station di le 28. Di police station tse tsotlhe di na le matlo mo go tsone, di na le sengwe le sengwe mo go tsone. Ke tla re mo kgweding e tlang ha ke re ke diegile ke tla be ke di rola di simolo di siwa di anamele ha tselelo tletse di 28 ke le tswame ke go re ngwa go tlang ha wa hihing e be tsotlhe di wetse di na le matlo di na le dikoloi di na le drone mo teng di na le sengwe le sengwe di na le mapodisi a stock theft a ileng gore a tla ba lwantsha gone bone bogodu ja leruo.
The Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Solomon Manzi, says it took more time than expected to complete this project, which started in 2021, as they had to terminate the initial contract for poor performance. But despite the setbacks, it was built on budget.
Tiro ena e wetse ko ntle ga di kgwetlho tseo ne ra idigela mme re dumela gore e wetse sentle ebile e wetse e sa tlola madi ona ne le gore e ne ya fiwa ko re ka sekgwa go itlo go titwa e wetse e le on budget ga ra dirisa madi a fitileng a ne ra fitwe so re leboga thata ba tsa karolo ba botlhe ba ne ba dira gore thulaganyo e wele.
The community is employed to join hands with the Botswana police and volunteer on border patrols to bring to an end illegal activities taking place in the corridors of Botswana and Zimbabwe. Bethany Manto, BTV News, Mapoka.
The Botswana General Certificate of Secondary Education examination results have been released. The Minister for Education and Skills Development, Dr. Douglas Msulatebe, says there has been an overall improvement in the exam results across the grades in 2023 as compared to 2022. The proportion of grades at A or better is at 3.70% from 3.19% in 2022, which is an overall improvement of 0.51%. And meanwhile, proportion of grades at C or better is at 32.30% compared to 31.17%, indicating an improvement of 1.3%. He also revealed that this improvement continues a trend of gradual improvement over the past 4 years. Now, the chairperson of the Boteti West Beef Farmers Association, Re Solomon Angleton, says preparations are at an advanced stage for the inaugural Boteti West Beef Farmers Expo, which will be held on Saturday in Reykobs. The main objective of the expo is to train and empower local cattle farmers on good animal husbandry and practice that can help them to get results on their investment.
Preparations are underway for the first Boteti West Beef Farmers Expo, which will be hosted by the newly established Boteti West Beef Farmers Association, which covers all 13 villages in the Boteti West constituency. The main objective of this expo is to train and empower local cattle farmers, as well as exchanging ideas on good practices of cattle rearing that can help them get return on investment.
Ba di farmera tsa rona jaaka ba ba ko mo re go bitsa ko merake ko dipolase ba na le ha le go tlhabolotswe le ruo le ha go se go lekane jaanong thata leruo le le ntsi ke le mo nokeng mo ga rona dikopakopana hela jaanong ga ka kwa kgona go le thabolola sentle le ha ile ka yone kgwediso ka diata tota o ka seke o dire leruo le le gasa memo jaanong go leka go dira jaana ke gone gore jaanong re kgone gore re itse gore leruo la rona re le tlhokomela ja le gone tota theko le thekiso ya leruo la bone e tla tokagala thata ka gobane dithuto tsotlhe di akareditse one dikgang tse ntse ke di buaga.
Mr. Ingleton explained that despite hiccups during the preparations for the event, they are ready to host.
Tshwentse e re kopanye le yone ke ra e tona e re e bonye ke ya gore ga re ntse re sena one kana structure kana masaka ona a ka direlwa ditshupo tse dintse jana mo teng ka gore gompieno yana re dirisa masaka e le gore ke a thekiso re leka go a thabolola go rabe mo seemo sa gore ga go ta go demonstratiwa ha go bo go kgona gore go thuse bone ba demonstrator ba gore ba kgone go tshwara dikgomo mo thogo mme re leka ka bojothe gore tsatsing jeno le sengwe be se sa apere tshiamo.
The expo, which is supported by the Office of the Vice President, will be held this coming Saturday of the 9th. Sebastian Tebogo, BTV News, Ray Corps.
The coordinator of mental health in Kgalagadi South, Re Ofense Kimoabe, says people should normalize having conversations with their families, colleagues and friends on mental health issues, as doing so can help reduce stigma around mental health. He said the stigma attached to mental health prevents people from getting treatment. Re Kimoabe said this while talking to Botswana Television about mental health issues.
Tsabong Hospital has a mental health wing solely dedicated to helping those going through stressful times to receive help and go back to being functional members of society. Mr. Kimoabe says major mental health illnesses include anxiety, personality, psychotic and bipolar disorders, and those displaying such should seek medical intervention.
Ere ha go phakela le mohela o mmona o motsora o letse yang Mr. Dithuso ka ke bona gambe go ikare ga wa nna sentle o gona go itlhala le gore o nnile phate e leng gore e mo thusitse tota ba tshologela mo go yana itlhala gore motho modimo o tsama through a lot mo ile gore na tlhoka wena hela gore o mo reetse ha e bile o fila gore ga o mo reeditse mme ga o kgone go mo thusa mo refer to the service state mo dipateleng jalo.
The society is called upon to treat those suffering from severe mental illnesses with love and care.
Mana ke na le stress ke bua le bonkgonele o lady maikutlo a ka ba hela go tlhatse ba hela ba ngaeda go itlhala maikutlo stress le so se se ba o se tlhagane le batho ka ra o le wana go iphitlhela go ke kgapetse botshelo ke ha stress something sentseng ka
ke ra gore ha gona le mogakolo go di ha go wena ga rare mma ke 1 2 3 o tshwanetse gore o reetse motho yo wa bona le wena ha le ha o le go ga gago la ha o ka tla satana tla go a go etela ka bona go bua o bo gopola magoko ga a mme o go reetse mara.
Mr. Kimoabe said it is vital for government departments and private companies to host health seminars to teach employees about the importance of taking care of their overall well-being in order to be productive at work and home.
You're watching BTV News and thank you for staying with us. The newly introduced development managers model aims to address delays in national projects to combat the challenges A proposed budget of 29.77 billion has been set aside for development. This was revealed by the Assistant Minister for Education and Skills Development, Re Obrile Sasso, on Wednesday during the Engineering Forum. Terry Mahoy.
The development manager model will ensure projects are delivered in time, reducing the risk of cost overruns by covering the full scope of engineering. The engineering fraternity is encouraged to prioritize excellence in all aspects of their practice.
It is worth a mention that government has faced challenges acquiring engineering services and products from the engineering fraternity. Among these are lack of skills and competence in project implementation, poor maintenance planning for existing facilities, which results in their premature dilapidation, abandoned projects, delivery of substandard engineering work, increase in engineering and related litigation, bulging project cost overruns on public works. Government, through the Ministry of Transport and Public Works, was however decisive and introduced the development manager model to ensure timely delivery of major projects. The engineering fraternity should therefore be intentional about building excellence into all facets of engineering practice.
The engineering board is working tirelessly to gain recognition from the Washington Accord.
Why do we need to actually align with international best practice benchmarks like the International Engineering Alliance? We believe that with proper alignment and implementation, it will actually guarantee us quality of education and competence development. That is for the issues of accreditation and registration. IEA promotes mutual recognition of qualifications through the accords. I guess we had Regubaro talking to the Washington Accords. There are Sydney Accords, there are Dublin Accords that also deal with engineering technologists and engineering technicians. And it also facilitates global mobility.
This fourth engineering forum is held annually with the purpose of establishing the challenges faced by the sector and how they can be resolved. Terry Makoeng, BTV News, Gaborone.
Now, collaboration between the University of Botswana, National Agricultural Research and Development Institute, NADI, and the support from the Ministry of Minerals and Energy in production of biodiesel has been cited as essential for this country to produce its own fuel. Minister for Minerals and Energy, Relefoko Moagi, said the success of such a project will be cost-effective to the government as it will reduce the importation of fuel from other countries. Minister Moagi revealed this during a meeting held to provide the research success of biodiesel. Kumisoma Panyani.
A research that was carried out some years ago about the production of biodiesel has yielded positive results, showing no threat to emission of carbon gases that can damage the environment. And as of now, companies like Debswana rely heavily on the use of biodiesel as they have started using it for internal operations. Minister Moagi said the fuel has no impact that can contribute to global warming.
Recognizing that the shift to clean energy requires a departure from continued use of fossil fuels, the government of Botswana has already initiated measures to promote renewable energy and energy efficiency, which are key to attaining a reasonable low-carbon economy. Our strategic policies and investment strategies aim to create a conducive environment and business landscape that provides for a hastened growth of renewable energy sources such as biodiesel, solar, and wind, amongst others.
The acting vice-chancellor at the University of Botswana, Mr. David Katske, said their effort has a huge impact to the communities as well as creating employment opportunities.
There is a lot that we can say about the benefits to our economy, to job creation and upliftment of lives, if we are able to establish a biodiesel industry in the country. With our new strategy, the university seeks to play a more central role in the development of Botswana's knowledge economy through impactful research and productive engagement with all stakeholders, including industry, business, government, and communities. And this project is an example of our actualization of this strategy.
We do biodiesel, that means demand again biodiesel production. They are to contribute towards using cleaner fuels. So you say the whole world is actually pressurizing all the countries to actually reduce the contamination of the environment.
Minister further said during this process, more people will be sent to training to capacitate them and upgrade their skills. Kumiso Mapanyani, BTV News, Tlokwe.
Bulletin at this hour. Thank you for watching. Sports is up next.
Thank you very much, Kaelo Sabone. Now in context, the sports news follows. Tlokwe United coach Khao Patwe Sosenyeng says their intention is to win and collect maximum points in their weekend encounter against Notwane, so they move up the 9th to a better position in the highly competitive First Division South Log standings. Sosenyeng highlighted this yesterday at their training session in Tlokwe. Katlao Khakwele and Lydia Poloko.
Tlokwe United coach, who is also a former Gaborone United defender, Sosenyeng, says he is not happy with his team's recent result, pointing out that the main challenge is that they have a pool of former elite league players who are still struggling to adjust to the lower division league. To date, Tlokwe United are 9th on the log standings with 15 points they collected from 3 wins, 6 draws, 5 losses from 14 outings.
ba batla go tseba tshameka ya ka style of play ko Premier League ha ba itse gore go setse go changeile ba mo First Division go appreciwa go amakiwa man to man go tshamekiwa space ke se nna re ba gakolla ka sone le mmera mare I think ne re tshameka game ya rollers friendly e ka rentse ba goroga ko re batlante.
After being knocked out of the Orange FA Cup by UB Hawks on penalties, Notwane assistant coach Tatayone Tebele says they have been working tirelessly on their previous mistakes and lack of goals up front. He further said they will not show any respect to Tlokwe United as the two sides are separated by a single point on the log standings. Toronto goes into this encounter 10th on the standings with 14 points they accumulated from 3 wins, 5 draws and 6 losses.
They are tough challenge, a tough team to face. We played them first round and we drew. For now we have to go because they'll be at their home ground. Now it's going to be much tough. Mihala, with the trust on our boys, we believe we are going to collect maximum points.
In other First Division South fixtures scheduled for Saturday, Muchudi Santa Chiefs welcomes Union Flamingo Santos in Muchudi in a Week 13 rescheduled fixture, while Extension Gunners will pay a visit to City Pola at SSG grounds. Still on Saturday, log leaders Janinyan Stars will take a trip to Zabon VDC grounds, where the Satenau will be waiting for them. Katlaho Kakule, BTV Sport, Tlokweng.
A team of 2 chess players took off to Accra, Ghana yesterday morning to join Team Botswana for the 13th edition of the African Games scheduled to start today. Botswana Chess Federation's Public Relations Officer, Thomson Modisani, says even though the Botswana National Sports Commission took the decision to include chess as part of Team Botswana on the 11th hour, they had enough time to prepare for the Games and are confident that the duo will do well at the Games. Katlako Khakwale has more details.
Modisane went on to say that even though the decision to take chess to the African Games was taken at the 11th hour, he is delighted because the duo of women candidate Master Natalie Banda and FIDE Master Homolemo Rongwane are experienced chess players who are developed from grassroots with good international exposure. He said he therefore believed the two will deliver at the African Games.
So make it matter so person what they experienced tell they can differentiate the demo because how ka level ene some ka rona Taliban o leng gore nna le mo di kgwetlong tse dintsinyana gore a khona go tshameka di tournament ka santse na le mo di youth leveling so ke di kgwetsa leng gore ba di itse and they expecting the bona ra bua le bona ra go ba kgothatsa ra bontsha gone gore nya me kana di dintsiana me a re neng ka tsholohelo ntse rena le ntse ka tsholohelo la rena BNC re gana me tsholohelo ne ntse le teng gore nya re tla hella re tsamaile reso.
Women candidate Master Natalie Banda and FIDE Master Homolongo Rongwane expressed their joy in being part of Team Botswana, saying they will do their best to bring some silverware from Ghana.
This is not my first international tournament. I've played more than 10 international tournaments, and I've been playing chess since I was 8 years old, and I'm 17 right now. So I think mentally I'm prepared, because for such events, when you play them so many times, I think you get to a point where you're like, you accept you're going to play an international tournament. The fear is there, but it's a bit limited because you've experienced. And well, I feel like I am quite ready. Whenever I'm scared for an event, okay, I'm not ready for this event, but I feel confident and I believe I'll play well.
In terms of preparation, I think besides my training and practice, I've also played a couple of tournaments locally, also online, including the zonals, of which we qualified for this event.
The chess national team duo will participate at the African Games in the chess category from the 10th to the 14th of this month, where they will pair up in team categories before taking part in the individual events. The duo will remain in Ghana to participate in the African Individual Chess Championships, which will also take place in Accra from the 17th to the 23rd of this month, and the team is expected back home by the end of this month. Katlaho Kapkule, BTV Sport, Sasaratsakama International Airport.
And still, and lastly, on Africa Games updates, Lethabo Sekano has clinched the first medal for Team Botswana, winning bronze in the under 68 kg female Kumte category. After a strong start with a victory of 11-2 against Cameroon, Lethabo narrowly missed the finals with a 4-3 loss to Tunisia. However, due to an injury in position 3 fight, Lethabo Sekano was declared the winner, securing a well-deserved bronze medal. Leseho Masimola was knocked out in the first round. The games continue today. From In Context, the sports desk, that was all we had for you this hour until we meet again later in the day. For now, thank you for staying with us and happy International Women's Day.
Hello, Africa. I am Nell Theodore Tlaselo. Join me on a journey that brings you Pan-African socio-economic matters, trade, and Africa's integration. I will be joined by development partners, leaders, captains of industry, and experts. Look forward to Conversation with Africa on BT.